Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2014. Well, the announcements on Friday, market affecting or potentially market affecting announcements, came in, nothing good, nothing bad, pretty much in line with expectations. Today we have the PMI Manufacturing Index, ISM Manufacturing Index, and construction spending coming up in the morning. So just wanted to tell you that when you see me click, you see like a little radar blip like that. You should see right now over where my cursor is, I believe a red, I can't see it live here, but a red concentric circles, and that's a left click here, okay? This is a right click, so you can see the difference in color. I think right click is set at blue, and left click is set at red. Just in case you're wondering what I'm doing as I'm flying along here. Alright, let's take a look at what's going on across the ponds over in Asia. Mostly positive, I would say. The bearish numbers are not all that bearish, but the positive numbers are pretty positive. And in Europe, we are bullish across the board. Alright, nothing too interesting here from a financial perspective. After the long weekend, it's pretty quiet. So I'm going to dump this right now. And let's take a look at the futures here in the U.S. We're looking like as though we will have a gap up at the open. Gold is down $9.10 overnight, down to $12.78. That's pretty low. I wanted to add a colorful word in there, but I decided not to. And oil is still above 95, but down 67 cents overnight. Alright, I think that's it for that. Friday, we were looking at Costco, Netflix, Google, and RUT. All four bullish trades. Costco and Netflix were 20 deltas, and Google and RUT were, I'm sorry, I got the backwards. Costco and Netflix were 50 deltas, and Google and Russell were 20 deltas. And we'll take a look at those as we go through. We also have this rather unusual bet that I'm making here with a debit spread on SPX at 2,000. So all it's going to do is stay above 2,000 for another week or so, or actually end up above 2,000 in a couple of weeks, and I'll bail on that. But it's the only real one that we have open right now. We have the gold 100 shares of GLD that we're looking to do a covered call on, or at least to sell a call against, and it's just too far down. It's too deflated to interest me at this time. Okay, so we'll just hang on to that and see how things work out. I'm ready to hit the A+ list. How about you? Okay, let's get cracking. Apple. Alright, we were looking for a 50 delta trade down here. Didn't happen. So we actually end up sliding this over, waiting for the next opportunity. Apple's finally starting to come back. Let's see, we're above $100 here and have been for a couple of days, so that's a good sign. I hate to see, because I didn't want to take them off my list. I don't think I would ever take Apple off my list. I wouldn't say ever is a long time. I guess I'm not really saying that. Amazon. We had this play last week at 103, $1.03 credit. And that one came through. We bailed early on that. So I can get rid of this. Remove. I should remove this channel too. Although it's still within it, it's still kind of a valid channel. Alright, so what do we got going here? We have a setup. We're in an uptrend, not real strong, but based on the 20 here, the dash line, it's strong enough. So let's move this over here. And it actually has touched 30. What? I can't see it here. Okay. 28.1. So it's actually a tad below 30. So that's good. Move this back. And I moved that over because I wanted to be able to read the value here. Okay, so it is a valid 20 delta setup. So we'll be looking for a hook up here on the stochastic and a hook up on the MACD for confirmation. And we'll get in with a 20 delta today. We would wait till the afternoon to make sure that, or at least be more confident if the MACD has hooked up and the stochastic, that's going to stay that way. Because remember, during the day they could flip back and forth as price moves. So we'll wait till later in the day. Alright, moving right along. Let's see how Baidu is doing. Baidu has broken through its channel, and we might be looking at let's see here. Here is support right along this line here around 212 or so, and that may prove to hold, but we're still not getting the action that we would like to see. So we're really not interested in Baidu at all right now. Same thing with Chipotle. A lot of sideways price movement, consolidation. The 20 is actually, looks like it's leveling out, or it may level out. And the 50 is way down here, so we have a ways to go on this one. And still biding our time on it. Costco, this was a candidate from last week. We were hoping that this nice looking little flag here was going to give us an opportunity to jump in. Gapped up big at the open and pulled back during this candle, which is the first 78 minutes of the market, and it did nothing for the rest of the day, so I took a pass on it. We did not get our confirmation here on the MACD. This is today would be the third day, so we're going to put it back on our list today. Don't particularly like this candle, and it's really weird. This wick actually looks inverted. I think there's a bad tick or two in there, I would guess. This candle is drawing very strangely. So anyway, we stayed away from it. Regardless, it's back on our list for today. Let's take a look at the Dow. And 3 days of a minor pullback here. We have what looks like the double top forming. We'll see if she breaks out of there or not. Could be interesting. Stay tuned. Gold is just a mess, and it's going to probably gap down at the open today too. I'm going to take this off of here. I think it just clutters up the picture too much for me. So it's been making a positive move the last week and a half. but nowhere near. We're just looking for this simply to sell a call against it. We need to get up here at least in order to even just start considering it, because we want to sell a 134. This is what we want to sell, and it's not worth anything right now, so we're just taking a pass. Google was on our list for a 20 delta. Didn't like the price movement here particularly. Very small open and close range. Just didn't want to take the risk over the 3-day weekend. Wasn't looking strong enough, although the stochastic and the MACD did look plenty strong, but price movement didn't do much for me, even though it gapped up. So when I look at it in the morning, like around 10 o'clock or so, and I see this candle forming here and it's heading down, doesn't make me very excited. And then if I don't look at it later on in the day, which I did not because of the weekend, didn't end up entering it. So is it still good? Yes, it's still good as a for 20 delta consideration. All right, let's take a look at LinkedIn. No price movement on LinkedIn. We have a 20 delta target or a 50 delta target down here. Never came down for it, so I'm just going to remove it because it's not even ready yet at this time. LinkedIn may have run out of gas temporarily. Everything is just temporary. So we'll see what happens with the price action. Until then. NDX. Okay, we're looking for a 20 delta here. Didn't come down and give us anything, so we're passing on that. Netflix. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't get confirmation on Netflix, but we're still in for a 20 delta today, or 50 delta. I got 20 delta on my brain, I guess. So it's still valid for a 50 delta for today. All right, let's look at Priceline. Oh, wow. This is pretty amazing for Priceline. Don't like this. The 20 exponential is just hooked down, and it's been down on the intraday for a while here. So, not doing anything with Priceline right now. Russell? Ah, yes. That is looking good. Now, I took a pass on this on Friday, but it's still good for today. This would be a morning trade because we've already have confirmation here. So I would want to get in on this one in the first candle here. So look for this one with give it 15 minutes, maybe a half hour after the open before you get in, if it still moves up, and it looks like it will. Alright, SPX, S&P 500, that's good enough for an entry here. We just need some sort of confirmation here, so a little bit of a hook here on the MACD would be nice. This is another one we would want to get in right away on the first candle. So not right away at the open, especially, if you get a little bit of a gap up, you want to make sure that it's going to hold. So give it some time. Tesla. Okay, this was a successful trade. Well, I think we ended up flat on it. So now we're looking for another 20 delta or 50 delta on this sometime in the future. See, I do have 20 delta on the mine, don't I? Alright, Visa, not really doing anything. I'm going to take this off. Or actually, I'm going to change this into a 20. And then we'll tweak it a little bit here. And move it over. So if we get a hook here, we may want to get in. It's definitely trading in a range. That's pretty easy to see. But it's currently in a pretty strong downtrend. So I have my channel tool over here. See down here, that little channel tool. And I like to do this on the weeklies. So on the weekly chart. So there's our little range right there. And it's trading within that. So is it going to bounce? Let's wait and find out. I also want to change something here. This is showing visible label position on left. Show label never, but no extensions. Height, color. Okay. Alright, so that's it for today. Visa is our last candidate. The video is over. Welcome back to work, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and happy trading.